Hey hikers, Lee with Trailside Fitness. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to train for your hike if you live in the city or somewhere flat. Stay tuned. It's not uncommon for me to have someone reach out and say, hey, I live somewhere flat in a city or maybe Louisiana where it's pancake flat and I need to train for a hike or a mountain climb. There's a lot of workouts you can do in this instance. So I've actually covered a lot of these workouts in previous videos. I'm just going to link them up above as we talk about some of those workouts and how specific they can be to help you get ready. So first up, we've got a stair workout. Now stair workouts are great, even if you live somewhere flat. There's probably a hotel or a parking garage or something, maybe an outdoor park or maybe even a stadium that's got some stairs you can access. So with this workout, it's very simple. You're just gonna alternate a different rhythm, step pattern going up each flight of stairs. I'm gonna link that video here for you. Very easy to incorporate into your training. A great way to work on uphill and downhill strength and conditioning. Some of my more long-term followers will know that I'm a huge fan of lunges. If you're new to the channel, lunges are my favorite exercise to prepare for hiking. They do so much in terms of range of motion for the big toe, the foot, the hips. They work on strength and conditioning for uphill and downhill hiking. It is one of the best exercises, I think, to prepare for hiking. It's a huge part of my training as I prepare for the Pacific Northwest Trail this year. So there's a lot of ways you can incorporate lunges into your workout. I've got one track workout that I really like to do. I've been doing this one a lot as I prepare for the PNT this year. So for this really basic track lunge workout, you just go to a track. There's probably one in your community somewhere. A lot of times high schools will have one. Sometimes if your city's large enough, there'll be a community one you can access. So you go to the track, you'll walk one lap at a pace that's pushing your nose breathing tolerance, maybe a little bit quicker than your hiking pace. It's nice and flat. You can push the speed a little bit here. And then each lap, you're gonna perform either 50 walking lunges, so 25 per leg, or you're gonna do 50 step-ups per leg, so 100 total step-ups on the bleachers or whatever's handy. You just choose one of those to stick with the entire workout. After you complete the lunges or the step-ups, you'll walk another lap, and then again, once you get to the straights, you do your lunges, or you get to the bleachers, you do your step-ups. Really easy way to work in some conditioning, get some rest in between, and build up your strength and endurance for hiking the hills. Now, another workout you could do, it's maybe a little less fun. Sometimes the fun factor drops as the necessity for preparing for some of these adventures increases. And this one is the 1,000 foot step-up test. So you're gonna find a box or a chair or something that's about mid-shin high. You're gonna measure that height, and then you're gonna calculate how many steps you need to take up on that box to reach 1,000 feet. So now that you've got the chair all set up and you know how many steps you need to take, you can either do the test without a pack to start if you haven't really been doing much training for elevation, and you're gonna go for time. You're gonna see how long it takes you to perform the number of step-ups that you've identified to complete the 1,000 feet climb. Now to progress this, you could add on a pack that's roughly 10% of your body weight and repeat the test. Now as far as frequency goes for this 1,000 foot step-up test, you could do it every week, that would be fine. I would highly suggest that you stretch the calves or maybe foam roll them out or something afterward. They're probably gonna be a little bit sore, and make sure to stretch your quads as well. So another obvious tool we can use is the treadmill. So this is great. It's really easy to adjust incline and know your speed as you're doing it, which can be valuable tools. And I've actually done a video on aerobic intervals for hikers, and I'll link that up here above. That workout will walk you through some different types of intervals you can do, and you can do the same exact ones on the treadmill. Maybe you can play with the incline a little bit each week, so maybe 6% one week, 8% one week, and then 9 or 10% for the next week. Now, I've talked in another video as well about cardio intensity for hikers. I'm gonna link that up here as well. So with cardio intensity for hikers, for the most part, we're training in more of a conversational exertion level. With hills, that exertion level tends to ramp up a little bit, and that's okay. We do need to spend some time in these higher cardiovascular output type training, and hills and stairs are a great way to do that. So with this, you can push the pace for your intervals a little bit, try and maintain that nose breathing, maybe a couple mouth breaths here and there as you need to, and then maybe the last 1 or 2 intervals in your 45 to 60 minute workout, really push that pace. Just go all out, mouth breathe, just push that intensity as hard as you can while not running. You're still keeping this a walking pace. Another option you may have available to you is a stair climber. These can certainly be useful. in terms of training. For me, I prefer to do step-ups themselves. I feel like the effort required is a little bit greater, and in terms of optimizing my training time, I find the step-ups are a more valuable way to go about preparing for hills than a stair climber. I feel like the up and down action that you get from stepping up and down on the box is more beneficial and more of a complete movement compared to just continually stepping up on a tread climber. When there's a belt or something moving underneath you, the effort required to move to the next step is a little bit easier, and we're not trying to make training easy, we're trying to make it beneficial and optimize the time that we have. You can certainly use a stair climber, nothing wrong with that. It's just not my first choice, and I would generally steer clients maybe toward a step up or stairs or something like that in place of the stair climber. I hope you found the video helpful. As always, like and subscribe. I don't normally talk about that, but roughly 90% of people who view my videos are not currently following me. It does help out to make sure these videos get seen, and that means more hikers get the help, which is why I'm doing all this. So with that, I'll say happy trails.